Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with a new chapter of SST, Weather and Climate. Children, you all must have noticed that the place we live, sometimes the days are very rainy, sometimes it is windy, and sometimes it is foggy. What exactly bring these changes? Sometimes the conditions are different and suddenly in an hour or two different condition prevails, such as it may be rainy few hours back, suddenly you may notice a sunny day. What exactly changes is the weather of a place. So weather may be defined as the change in condition of a place which may change from hour to hour, day to day, or even minute to minute. Sometimes we may notice a sunny day, or you may notice a thunderstorm, or you may notice a clear weather. So, we would see different types of climates prevail during different times of a day or different times of the year. These changes occur. When we observe the change in condition from day to day, minute to minute, or an hour to hour, then these changes are usually the weather changes. So, weather of a place changes every minute, every hour, and day to day, season to season, depending on the temperature, rainfall, and wind conditions. So, we define weather as the condition of air temperature, air pressure, wind, humidity, and rainfall in the atmosphere at a given place and time. That is why sometimes we have sunny days and sometimes snowy if you live in a hill station. Now, what is a climate? Climate is the weather conditions prevailing in an area in general or over a long period of time. So, now children, you must have noticed that weather changes from hour to hour, day to day, or season to season. But climatic condition prevails in an area for a longer period of time. So, the weather may be cloudy or it may be rainy sometimes, but usually it is very hot out there. So, maybe a place is having a very hot and dry climate, and the weather on a particular day can be rainy also sometimes. Similarly, it may be sunny days sometimes, but usually it is very cold. Then the climate of that place is cold climate. So the weather is sunny, but the climate of that place is cold climate. Now let us understand it with an example. We all know that Rajasthan has a very hot and dry climate, but it does not mean that it does not receive any rainfall. It sometimes rains also. So, when it is rain, the weather of that place is rainy at that point of time, that is on that day. When it rained, the weather is rainy. So, what is the climate of Rajasthan? It is hot and dry. So, the day when the rain occurred in Rajasthan, that is the weather condition of that place. But normally we have a hot and dry climate in Rajasthan. Now let us understand with another example of Shimla. Now we all know that Shimla is a hill station and the climate of that place is cold. But there are some days in summers when it faces rare hot days. So rare hot days does not define Shimla as a hot place, but Shimla, we all know that it usually has a cold climate. So due to its cold climate and heavy snowfall in winters, the buildings in Shimla will have slanting roofs. Why? Because the advantage of such houses is that in winters the roofs are covered with snow. So when the snow melts, it can easily flow through the slanting roofs. So we can say that the climate of a place decides the type of building a place has. Now let us see some differences of weather and climate. Now climate is what you expect. So that is we expect January to be cold, and weather is what you get. So there may be days when you get rainfall. The day it rained is weather of a place. So now we see that climate is what we expect of a place and weather is what we get on a particular day. So another difference is that weather changes from hour to hour, day to day, but climate prevails for longer period of time. Thank you, children.